In a victim impact statement, the 11-year-old daughter of murder victim Yanfei Bao said she often feels lonely but tries to be brave and not make her stepfather sadder. Yanfei Bao's killer, Tingjun Cao, was evicted from his own sentencing today after multiple outbursts in court, but listened to the victim impact statements from another courtroom. He was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum non-parole period of 17.5 years for murdering Bao, a real estate agent. But he's already said he'll appeal. Senior reporter Juliette Speedy was in court.
Tingjun Cao was today called a depraved, brutal, callous killer.
Tingjun Cao, you have been found guilty on one charge of murder. Have you anything to say why sentence should not be passed upon you according to law?
And he sure did. Multiple outbursts in Chinese as sentencing got underway. He initially wouldn't sit down.
Thank you. Mr. Cao, please have a seat. Sit down, Mr. Cao, please.
After more outbursts, he was permanently removed.
Please, I'm going to ask you to be removed from the court, Mr. Cao.
To another court where he could listen in. Mother and real estate agent Yanfei Bao vanished in July 2023. Cao was arrested 3 days later at the airport with a one-way ticket to China. Bao's body was found over a year later in a shallow grave just out of Christchurch. Cao was found guilty in a jury trial with overwhelming evidence against him. The court heard 5 victim impact statements today, including a heartbreaking statement from Yanfei Bao's 11-year-old daughter, who has name suppression.
Since Mummy has been gone, I feel lonely a lot. I try to be brave, but it's really hard. I also don't want to make my dad, Paul, and everyone else more sad than they already are.
Her partner Paul Gooch.
Unable to defend herself, Cha exposed her to the worst aspects of humanity, even though Yanfei was ultimately trying to help him.
And from Bao's father and sister in China, interpreted by the Crown lawyer.
My daughter, Bao Yanfei, was an intelligent, kind, brave and resilient modern Chinese woman, full of positivity. When we heard the news of her disappearance, it felt like the sky was falling. Helplessness and heartbreak consumed us. I wished I could grow wings and fly to New Zealand to find her.
The Crown seeking the maximum sentence.
We've heard some very chilling victim impact statements this morning. And it does strike fear in the heart of every New Zealander to think that an innocent mother doing her job could die in circumstances such as this.
But now he's sentenced to life in prison.
You showed a breathtaking lack of humanity and respect for this innocent woman. I order that you serve a minimum of 17.5 years in prison.
Tingjun Cao has already said he will appeal.